right, it's time to decide who is going to be the 2017 men's singles champion. You've got a regular visitor to a final at the multi-table event. That's Yannick Correia out of Luxembourg, and another great young German player who, much like Marvin Velasco in doubles, has played just tremendous table soccer to get to this point. And this is another player who, perhaps just until recently, was a junior player. Let's look at it again. We're opening up on the Bonzini table here in this match. That is Yannick Correia's home table. And that's the thing we have noticed about these good young German players. They've grown up training at these training centers that do have all the different tables, allowing them to train on the individual tables. Here's Correia. 1-0 lead early on for Haas. The Germans, the German crowds, the German team just has to be loving what's going on. And there's Correia calmly stroking it home to that near side. Yannick Correia, of course, shooting the ball just so well, especially on this table. You're tied at 1. This is the men's singles final. This is Thomas Haas, H-A-S-S. Here's Haas. Thomas defeated Tony Sprademan in the quarterfinals, being the great Swiss player Fabio Di Santo in the semis. That's a beautiful pass along the near side. But it's going to come all the way back, picked up again here by Correia on his spot. What a run for Thomas Haas. Correia having a pretty good run himself, as he looks to add a second career multi-table singles championship. He's won 2 doubles multi-table world titles in his career, and the one singles, but it's been, what now, 8 years since he won that, way back in 2009. That one kept out here. Still 1-1 here in game number 1. Thomas Haas will be playing on the Leonhart table. Thomas is going to get himself a possession here and set it up. And stroke it home. It's 2-1. Another one of these poised young Germans. Look at that. Not an expression on his face as he calmly cuts that one back down the middle. Is it possible? And of course, Marvin Velasco and Jörg Harms defeated Yannick Correia in the doubles final. Could it happen to him twice? Maybe. It's 3-1. Watch here as he gets it with that orange wrap and that orange wristband and fires it home to the near side. Thomas Haas has come out to get 3 of the first 4. How are these young men so calm and poised? Playing in front of 600-700 spectators, in front of the cameras, with all of you watching, with all the lights, and a block there. Bit of the air and off the table. But again, it's the German system, this club system is producing these young players, these young multi-table players. We're also extremely good on their home table. And there's another one, this one from goal. And he calmly pulls the point over. Watch this. The push shot. And a 4-1 lead. Yannick Correia thinking this is feeling very much like deja vu. Correia. Strokes it home near side. It's 4-2. Saw that one just sneak by him on that near side. Haas now. Trying to bring it back to the near side, then stabs that one towards the goal. Now, of course, Yannick Correia, one of the very best multi-table players in the world, and he's going to have to be as he now moves over to the German home table, the Leonhart, trailing 1-0 after the win by Haas. The epitome of poise as he very calmly, stoically, without any expression or emotion, just took care of business in that first game as he defeats one of the best Bonzini players in the world on his home table in almost dominating fashion, beating 5-2. Thoroughly beat him. Yeah, it was quite a performance from Thomas Haas in that first game. Now we'll see what he has here in this second game on his home table. Referees for the match, Dr. Detra, Thomas Kroll. Still, no expression. He's got to be churning inside there, doesn't he? He's 2 games away from the world title. Yannick Correia will have the first scoring opportunity in this second game. Yannick, a very good player on Leonhart, but you know Thomas Haas is as well. And that one up the table and in. Watch here. It's a shot he hit earlier on the Bonzini table. This one was blocked, but spins in. Thomas Haas, just 20 years old. Taken away. Thomas again up the table. Picked up here by Correia. Yannick trying to pass it along that outside wall. Haas now has possession on the 5. Tried to brush it back down along that wall. He leads 1-0. He leads 1-0 here in the second. Takes this one away, stabs it on goal, then picks up the rebound. Fakes the pull shot. Sets up the snake shot. Got to take it out to the far side, blocked by Correia, and the rebound bounces to the 5 rod of Yannick. Here's Correia. Yannick. Taking his time, tried to come near side, the switch and the block by Haas. The rebound spins back to Correia, who resets. And again, Haas there defensively. Correia uses the left hand to hold it in his goal area. And knocked into the goal here with a 5 by Haas. It's really been his defense so far that has led to offense. He makes the block and then stabs it in. It's 2-0. So far, it's been kind of a rough day at the office, at least as far as the finals go, for Luxembourg's Yannick Correia. Lost in the open doubles final to an 18-year-old. Now going going up against a man who will be 21 this year, born in 1996. And stroking in home near side. It's 3-0. Watch this as Haas really gets this one deep off both posts, and then it hops back in. 3-0 lead. Of course, you have to think as well that a lot of the comfortability of these young German players is the fact they're playing in front of 400 or 500 German fans. And again, the block. And again, the score from goal. It's 4-0. He has scored a couple of these earlier, and he continues to put them on goal and in goal. Thomas Haas just a goal away from a 2-0 lead. And he's got a chance to take that 2-0 lead right here. Thomas Haas. Strokes it home. How about this, folks? Germany's Thomas Haas has come out to quickly claim the first 2 games of the men's singles final. Didn't take much time here. Simply got into his grip and stroked it home. And right now, it's a nightmare for Yannick Correia. If I'm Yannick, I'd probably take the full minute and a half here between games. Regroup. Get prepared on my home table to do my thing and try to withstand this early onslaught from yet another young German star. Tablesoccer looking on. Perhaps not quite believing what he's seeing as well. Now, it's one thing winning 2 games against a player the likes of Yannick Correia, as we look at the lovely Lily Andres, one of the big names, one of the great players in German table soccer. It's one thing winning 2 games. It's a whole nother thing winning 3. Christopher Diaz, the young Luxembourg star, a little perplexed by what he's seeing. Winning 3 games against a player the likes of Correia, not going to be easy. Yannick get the first possession. Haas so far has been really good defensively. Correia does find the hole here as he whips that one out to the far side. It's 1-0. Looking at it again, and this is really what Yannick needs to do. He needs to take his time and hit corners because he is so good at being fast, long, and square to those corners. Stroke, really what he needs to do. Haas putting it into play, try to pass down along that near wall. Picked up by Correia and lost, giving Haas a possession on his 3-rod. Flipped it over down the middle. Taken away by Correia. Things have really gone completely Haas's way so far, and another turnover. That's 2 in a row. And Haas makes him pay here as he strokes it home to that far side. There it is again, Thomas Haas with a snake. 2-1. What a banner day for the Germans. Win or lose here, you've just got to marvel at the abilities of these young German players. That one knocked back towards the goal, then picked up here by Correia. Yannick slide of the goal, it hops back the other way, picked up by Yannick, and that one's going to spin to him on the 5. Correia able to get this one forward. Correia to the near corner. Yannick taking his time again. If he takes 4, 5, 6 seconds on that snake shot, I think he's going to have success. Make Haas work. Got the women's singles final taking place over in Zone 2. This is still Jaco of France, Cindy Kuljanovic of Switzerland, and this one taken away by Correia. And Yannick with a beautiful shot to the far side. It's 3-1. Watch this. He gives just a little bit of a hitch before going out to the far corner. This is what Correia needed to do on his home table. Haas back along that near wall. Get it off the wall. Set it up and quickly convert. He has that quick hitter. He's done it with a snake shot. He does it with a standard pin here. It's also the shot that he finished off the match against Tony Spredeman with, where you think he's going to take some time to set it up, and instead he simply gets it and immediately goes with it. Now down 3-2. Doesn't matter how you put it in the goal. It matters how much and how often you put it in. Haas able to take it away. Scooping it through the lane here is Thomas Haas. Gotta be ready as soon as he grips that rod. Likes to go with it. Get a little more time here. Didn't execute that one. That one went wide of the goal. Picked up on the 5 by Correia, who passes it quickly down the middle. Yannick to extend his lead, and he does. So Yannick Correia starting to heat up on the 3-rod. Starting to gain some confidence, some energy, as he finds this cutback down the middle. Haas gets this one through. Will look once again to trim the lead to a goal. Haas does. Again, calmly executing to the near corner. And it's 4-3. Yannick Correia. Looking to brush it through, but goes along the wall instead, and he'll have an opportunity to win game number 3. Correia. Try to come near side, blocked by Haas. Rebound comes back to Yannick, resets. And it's 2-1. Yannick Correia with a big effort on his home table to Bonzini as he comes back to win the 3rd game. We will now head back over to the Leonhart table with Haas leading 2-1 after that shot from Yannick Correia. Perhaps a little bit more nervous as their man Thomas Haas re-enters the scene with now a 2-1 lead, but he's back on his home table and he puts the ball into play. Yannick Correia, multi-time finalist. I'm thinking he's been in 6 World Finals. He has won 3 of them. Been here before. And it really is a big thing to have experienced what this all feels like before. That's why it's so remarkable what Marvin Velasco did earlier and what Thomas Haas is doing now. He's passed down the middle here by Correia. Yannick aggressively walking in and stroking it home to the far side. Watch this. He really was aggressive as he walked it, and then with authority hammered it to the far corner. lead here in the fourth. Taken away here by Correia. He's attempting to send this one to a fifth game if he can win game number 4. Set back the other way with a left hand by Haas. Picked up with his left hand by Correia, who will now step back there into offensive position. Now we'll use the left hand to try to pass. Knocked down by Haas. Comes back to Yannick, who does pass it down the middle. Correia now stepping into the forward position, looking to advance it 5 to the 3, which he does along that near wall. Now look to extend his lead to 2-0 from snake shot position. So Yannick Correia playing like Yannick Correia now. It's 2-0. You can sense the nervousness in the German crowd, although you wouldn't know it from looking at Thomas Haas, who seems to express and display no nervousness whatsoever. But right now, Yannick Correia is doing his thing. Correia walking in the switch in the block there, nicely by Haas. Again, passing down the middle. Certainly winning the time of possession battle. And it's knocked down and then slammed in by Thomas Haas. Watch here, the pass attempt by Correia. Haas out there, comes back, then comes back to get it, sees the opening and converts. Down here by Haas, trying to get back into this fourth game. He trails 2-1, although he leads 2 games to 1. That one put on goal. Again fired on goal. He's had a lot of success with that push shot. And stroking in home here. It's 2-2. Watch here as he gets it, and he's had a lot of success at really not sitting on it, just going immediately to a hole. It seems to kind of be his thing. 2 here in the fourth game. Chance to take the lead here for Thomas Haas. And he does. 3 in a row from Haas, and he leads 3-2. So just when you think that Thomas Haas perhaps is going to be sent to a fifth game with Yannick Correia playing the way he has been. We get 3 in a row from the young German. And he's now just 2 goals away from the singles world championship. Correia. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's World Championship point for Thomas Haas as that one comes back and again knocking it in with the 5. It's happening again to Yannick Correia, the young German. Haas now just a goal away. Correia. Set back the other way, kept out by Correia. This one's going to roll back to him. Fires that one just wide of the goal, picks up the rebound. And has it blocked and taken away. Yannick Correia able to catch this one. Another opportunity to pull back within 1. Yannick sets it up, walks it, and strokes it home near side. It's 4-3. It remains world championship point for that young man, Thomas Haas. He'll have a chance to win it right here. Haas will set it up. Just his goalie rod. Rip it and then try to bring it to that near side. Along the wall, will pick it up off that back wall and have an opportunity to tie it, and he does as he hammers it home far side. Thomas Haas had a possession on the 3-rod. Correia blocked it, sent it the other way, and now we are even at 4 here in game number 4. Haas brushes it through. Another chance here for Thomas. Let's see if he uses a timeout. Perhaps not a believer in the timeout as Haas shoots for the championship. Thomas Haas finds the hole down the middle. Thomas Haas of Germany has defeated Yannick Correia to win the 2017 World Men's Singles Championship. And what a day for German table soccer. What a performance by Thomas Haas.
Hey, geht ein bisschen weg, dann haben die Kameras was davon. Die Leute zu Hause werden angesagt, dass sich für Hamburg qualifizieren. Und vor der WM hat er gesagt, er holt sich eine Medaille zu. Thomas! Was scheinst du nicht?